Well, we got some kind of rough water here today, but we're going to give her a try. Looks like I have a signal so far. Good to see you. Let's get this flipped around. But yeah, there's a lot of big boats on this lake. Well, big boats in compared to a kayak. So hopefully I don't take on too much water. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little rough here. I might have to find some backwaters on the lake. Yeah, I'm gonna get this my phone camera set up here. Yeah, I know I normally prefer horizontal, but I figured I'd try a vertical stream this time. Yeah, these waves have me a little nervous. Hey Lance, good to see you. I have no idea how this is going to go with playing with all these bigger boats in the water. Well, let me see if I can get around this little fishing access here, or swimming access. Yeah, this isn't too far away from that placid lake that I streamed from last year. All right, here come some waves. Guess we'll see what happens. There's a pretty good sized boat there. Sounds awesome. That's going to create some waves. this is a pretty large campground area. It's the first time I've ever been on this side of the lake, or at least launching from this side. We've got some big ones. Ride them out. I think I can start moving now. Surge, hey, good to see you. I haven't caught anything yet. Just getting a lay for the water here. Haven't ever been on this access on this lake, so learning where it's safe to kayak. A lot of big boats out here. Might go over here by these lily pads. Or I could just head up the river there. I think that's what I'll do. This is the outlet, I think, for the lake. Yeah, the outlet river. It turns into the Clearwater River. Got some more big waves. So I'm heading the right direction. Yeah, this should be protected from a lot of the waves once I get beyond the break here. If I break it. I should. I'm just being dramatic. The boy says slow. Don't think I'm breaking any rules there. Oh, yeah, I can feel it calming down now. Hey, 406. Yeah, I'm on the Boy Scout campsite off of Boy Scout Road. Never been to this public access. Yeah, I'm on Seeley right now. I did Placid last year. And I was kind of at the outlet. I kind of have to be careful in the bigger waterways with bigger boats and waves. That's kind of the problem I'm having here on the lake. The waves are just a little beyond what I can navigate in this kayak. Getting past. I'm thinking I should throw something in. You can see all the, maybe I'll pull over here to get my hook ready. Got a bunch of blooming lilies. Ooh, like a nice little bluegill just underneath me there. It smells good out here. All right. Get my stuff out, I guess. Yeah, there's some kind of big clouds moving in. I don't know what to think about that. Temperature's really fair though. I think it's like, feels like it's probably 76 right here in the shade. Okay, yeah. As a kid, I used to like swimming in the lower end of the lake. Such a clean place. At least I thought so. Oh, kind of mess up. What I might do is I might just turn around and fish from right here since I saw that bluegill. Just do a little casting and see what happens. Or turn around in these lilies. I'll get entangled. I love kayaks. Until you're the smallest guy on the water. Try it from here. So many weeds, I can't imagine getting through this without getting hung up. Well, made it that time. Try something different. Something that will float, I think, around here. Try my old standby here, see what happens. I'd like to find another one of these someday. Always thought this was a Rapella. It's a Luther Jensen Hot Shot. That's what I need to keep an eye out for. We'll cast from here and then we'll pull out and do some trolling. Got some fish right here in front. You're getting yelled at for going too fast. Second kid's being good. All right, let's get out of this. There's still a lot of weeds out here even for this. Wow. I can whine about anything. That breeze feels good. That feels moist. I think I got weeds. The girl noticed my fishing pole was bending back. You got a fish on. risky. Well, I've got enough of something on now that it's pulling me around. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we might actually have a fish on. Nope, just some weeds. Get the weeds off. It's in a little slower with it. Yeah, one thing that's really cool, I'll have to take some pictures on the way out. It's a big beaver hut right over here. This would be a good lake to get around if I had one of those pedal or flapper kayaks, because they're kind of unsinkable. This thing here doesn't even have, just has a little bit of styrofoam around the butt. That's it. Other than that, it's a big hollow shell. So once it gets water in it, physics takes over. Oh, it's like maybe just a mother loon. It's like a little loon over here. Could be a youngster. All right, I'm getting into the weeds again, I think. I'm kind of fishing for anything that'll bite. Back in here, probably bass or trout. If I was out in the open water, I'd be trying more for some of the salmon. Yeah, I'm just trolling some weeds here. If I just troll with what I was originally starting with and just see how that works. Mother and son get by first. I don't know if live bait's allowed here, but well, worms are. I was thinking about if you had a grasshopper floating on the water out here.
Catch anything?
Not yet.
No.
Got my feet wet on that one. Yeah, I have about a 60-pound pack with me with all my tackle and water. I'm almost 300 pounds. The weight capacity on this kayak is 275. So, maybe 280. I think down here is probably actually where I learned how to kayak back when I was really young. There's a ladder underwater in the next pier over. Yeah, it looks like there's something on its way out here. At least back in this backwater. Should be protected a little bit. Little family of ducks here. Try. If I had a good spot without a whole bunch of weeds up near the top, I'll try a little casting. Seems to be getting better. Yeah, I keep feeling a little, it's sprinkling right now. Yeah, the water's really nice up here. Kind of rowing into the wind right now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, getting a spinner. I didn't see any in my tackle box though. I thought I had one. I must have taken it out, or maybe I got it snagged on something. Ooh, here comes somebody moving fast. Better get out of the way. These waves are going to be fun. All right. yet. Kids out on jet skis. Hi, Henry. Come on. You know, I'm getting to the point I just have to admit I think I'm going to need to get myself some readers. I'll try denying it a little bit longer. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends that grew their own, and they're always trying to pawn off free samples. All right, let's get back into the better water here and see what happens. Ooh, I got a fish. I think oh, no. I'm really getting used to the. I got this new fishing line. It's supposed to be this. Well, it was on clearance at Walmart. That's why I got it. But it's supposed to be some Bill Dance Magic fishing line or something like that. But everything feels weird. It feels like you have a fish when you don't. I have to get the boat turned here a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to make out the mountains in the distance, but yeah, I think the spider wire is what I had on here. But it was getting really old and I was getting a little nervous about it. I should have just left it on. Which the spider wire was some that I got on clearance at Walmart years ago. Well, the breeze has died down a bit, and now it's just feeling hot and muggy. I'll have to have something more worm-like here. Ooh, I do. Forgot about this one. Oh, and I forgot about this. I think I just found everything I thought I lost. Yeah, rent around Missoula is just outrageous, and every one of these low-income housing things that they have they're not low income. They're some mayor's buddy got paid to build a thinking I should just drift the worm on, but there's not enough breeze to really drift. Yeah, the property taxes in Missoula. The mayor wants another 3% tax hike for a pay increase. Ooh. Couldn't tell if it was a perch or what, but I had something going for it right here at the boat. Sure smells great here. It smells like lilies. Really kind of spicy. So my YouTube hours are actually dropping. About 2 months ago, my views just all of a sudden one night just dropped by like 90%. So I was slowly growing. I was almost to 4,000. And because of my live streams last year, I'm losing hours right now. So I had so many more watch hours last year than I do now. It's taking away from my 365-day watch hour total. But I'm going to start putting out more long form videos, and I'm going to try to do more lives and see if I can get caught up, because I was getting really close. Goes up to 8,000 hours here in February, so if I don't get monetized by then, it's going to be pretty difficult. I actually have enough to get my base monetization, and I should go ahead and do that, but my main goal is to get the YouTube AdSense. Yeah, I think right now my watch hours at 3,321, and it'll probably be down to 3,300 tomorrow. But I had some videos that were doing really good on YouTube, getting a lot of views, and just all of a sudden, I think something in the algorithm changed, and those videos stopped getting attention. I think they're trying to make me do more new videos, so I'm not relying on those old ones to bring me views. That's why I did the guppy grass one. It's like, it seems like a dumb video to make, but it's all of my how to grow this, how to grow that videos that still get about 10 to 20 views a day. And those are the ones that add up. Well, at least for me, because I don't do a lot of live streaming. When I was a kid, actually, yeah, through most of my young life, my grandfather had a summer place on the lake here, and come up and visit him. Kerplunk. Here comes those kids again. Don't really see much surfacing. I might just try something. Try a live worm maybe. Did have that one perch nibbling on this though. Definitely on the right track. All right, later 406. Zoom in on those mountains a little bit there. That direction is back towards the body of the lake. I might put a worm on and a bobber to keep it from sinking too far, and roll back that way. If I could use a bobber with this. Looks like the bobber will hold it. Alright, let's get situated and going here. Definitely don't hear all the wildlife here like you do at the other lakes I've been visiting. I guess the plus side is, though, at least the service is good so far. This guy goes, he's going to make some big waves. That's good. Too bad it wasn't horizontal so you could see the scenery a little better. Figured that since I always do horizontal, I'd mix it up, and if doing a vertical would make much of a difference, but doesn't seem to be any real benefit. Should probably put this so you're not looking right at the boat, though. Yeah, this is a pretty busy lake. The guy at the boat inspection station said that he alone has had over 2,000 people saying that this is where they were heading. And there's at least 10 boat inspectors. This is just a really easy lake to get to, and you can fit even a decent sized boat in it. That makes it harder for us little guys. I do feel like reaching out to Pelican, though, and seeing if they will sponsor me and get me a pedal kayak. Catch like get there, like I think they call it a catch 120 or catch 130. Even the 110. I wanted the bigger boat, though. Not sure what I got. I'm guessing it's weeds. Pretty sure it's weeds. Doesn't feel like it's pulling me, it's just holding me. Oh no, I got a pike. Wow. I guess before he gets off. Won't get the net. Just a little guy. Pike in the net. See if I can get him undone without my big long tweezers. Let me get unhooked. Come on. Don't do this. Getting tangled in the net. Right, he is out of the net. Now, oh, pouch. Mm-hmm. That'd be another thing about a stand-up kayak. It'd be easier to maneuver. I'm trying to grab something that's behind my back. I think I got her. There we go. Moving pike. Ouch, got me. Jerk. He nipped me. Where am I going to hook this to now? Here we go. All right, we're hooked. Sorry, tangled up over here trying to, oh, shoot. Trying to make it better, but making it worse. Bobber out of the equation. I don't know how this happened, but it's a mess. Sorry, everybody. This will be a minute. Sorry, everybody. Wish I could say it's just going to be a minute, but it's going to be a little more than a minute here. Maybe 3. All right. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel here. All right. Let's just try a few casts from here. Oops. Got a boat coming up on me here. this one a try. Caught a pike. Not that big. Not very big. Yeah, right out here. Guessing that was a Santa sleigh. I wasn't paying that much attention. Like Santa. Weeds. There we go. Get out a little bit deeper here. I was hoping to get out on the main lake and get onto some of the sandbars and try to do some. This is one of the lake. There's a special Rocky Mountain freshwater sponge that's only found in this lake. There's a couple different freshwater sponges around here, but there's one specific to this lake. Ooh. But that's in the really deep water. I'd have to probably get scuba equipment to go for that. But there's also little bitty freshwater clams that are kind of cute. It really hurts where that pike bit me. It's a good thing I eat enough pizza to offset the blood thinners that I take. Otherwise, I'd probably bleed to death. Don't think that's the way that's supposed to work. I got a little fish biting on the tail, but it's not getting, doesn't have a big enough mouth to get to the hook. This water's so calm right here that whichever way I cast and reel in, it pulls the boat that direction. Somewhat.
Any luck?
I caught a pike
Oh, nice.
right out here. Just a little one, about 12 inches, 13.
Wait.
Some weeds on that one. I see a great big white line right up there just above where I just cast there. Just wonder if it's a sandbar or shallow spot. Looks like we're getting a bit of sunshine now, a little bit of blue sky. I don't know what kind of weed this is. That'd probably be really good for, it looks like there's eggs in there. Saying that'd be really good for some type of fish that lays their eggs in a moss. I see ya. Hey, good to see ya. Hope those dojos are doing good. I'm just down to one of my old guys now. Yeah, it's been some threatening clouds, but the sun's starting to come out, so might just end up being a beautiful day. Lots of lily pads here. You could smell it here. I don't know if you can see that bank, but that's about 20 yards of lily pads blooming next to each shore. And the air around here just has like a spicy lily smell. It's really good. It's almost kind of intoxicating. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see as many of the pink lilies here. Probably in different side of the lake. I'm going to change it up here again. Yeah, sun's starting to get some heat to it now. Young boys impressing their girlfriends. Yeah, if I want to do any fishing now, it has to be in the lakes. All the rivers in West Montana are shut down. The water's getting too hot for the native species. So no fishing after 2 currently on any of the rivers. I'm going to head back out towards the lake, I think.
Have any luck?
Caught a pike, had a couple perch biting, nibbling on the tail, but yeah, just one pike in the boat.
I caught a couple small pike.
Yeah,
There wasn't much size.
that's about, yeah,
She caught a little perch.
yeah. Yeah, I've had a few of them. This is my first time on this lake this year, so yeah, seeing what's biting. Pike are definitely biting.
Yeah, that's my first time ever on this lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? Just one that I caught, but not very big.
I was just hunting a rooster tail when I caught one.
Yeah. Just a little guy.
Heck yeah. There's one about that size over there with a hook in its mouth.
Yeah. Hey, Sony. Good to see you. Repositioned here. Yeah, freshwater mermaids. Haven't seen any of them yet today. some water before too long. Yeah, no new. Well, I got this rod holder. That's kind of the latest and the greatest. It's a lot easier than trying to film and row and hold a fishing rod at the same time. Like I got a boat coming up behind me. Get off to the right. I do have some really cool nets for some of the more backwater type fishing adventures I want to do. Have a big umbrella net. I have a casting net, but it's way too big for anything around here. Plus, it's not legal. Yeah. A lot easier. I haven't been able to do any of the river exploration because the water's been so high. Finally, I'd have to say as of yesterday, it's down to normal summer levels, which would be like what we normally get in June. Saw my first crayfish of the year yesterday. They're way behind. It's been a weird year around here. Drink of water. This would be a pretty nice little camping area, but there's a lot of camping spots here. Looks like they're mostly all full. Oh, Santa's sleigh here. See if the waves chase us back into the cove again. Yeah, we didn't even really have a winter last winter. Didn't have any real snow until actually the very last day of winter. We had a snow that lasted more than 24 hours. It's really mild. And we had a lot of extra rain in the spring. We're all worried because there wasn't any snowpack. So far, seems like we're doing all right. Well, it looks like there's still some big waves out here. We'll see how it goes. Reel in and take the bobber off. Alright, let's try to get out here a little bit and see what happens. It's not a huge lake, it's a long lake. Kind of skinny. And if you look back at my posts when I was up at Marshall Lake, that's up in the mountains over this way. I actually took a picture. Ooh, wow, we got some big waves here. I better watch what I'm doing. Those ones could capsize me pretty easy. But anyhow, you would have noticed at one point there was a little itty bitty sliver of a lake way, way off in the distance. That was this lake. fishing rod. All right, there we go. All right, let's get moving. Yeah, yeehaw. Yeah, that's the problem with this lake, is there's just so many bigger boats. Makes it hard navigating the USS Toothpick. If I make it over to this end, there's a little sandbar over here I was wanting to explore. If those people are standing out there, looks like they are. It must be shallow. It must be that sandbar I was looking at on the satellite. Yeah, the rainbow shiners are doing really well. They're growing. I still have them in that little 10 gallon to grow out. And the rice fish, I did have one fatality. The blueberry snails, though, I haven't seen a single one alive. I know at least 3 are dead. I'm not sure if the 4th one survived or not. But yeah, 3 of them never moved from where I put them when I put them in. Yeah, this must be the sandbar they're standing on. At least if I tip over, it's not too deep. Yeah, the water's only about 2 to 3 feet deep here. Now it's getting deeper. These ones aren't as big. There's some really big ones heading my way. Where it gets tricky when these swells are coming in from different angles. You got to figure out which way is going to be best. Woohoo, if we're not tipping over. Definitely not a seafaring kayak. Going back on the sandbar again. It's probably about 3 feet deep here. Probably about 50 yards out. Might even get shallower out here. Wonder how many boats run aground here. I'll try to follow the sandbar out a bit. I got a big boy coming towards me now. And looks like I'm on the edge of the sandbar. It was about 100 yards out. Should try heading across the lake. Make sure I'm not dragging any weeds. And it looks like I am. Yeah, this is a series of a whole chain of lakes. In the description, I actually put the location so a person could find it on the maps, but one lake leads into another, and because of that, there's a bunch of salmon that school up in between the lakes. I see a beaver house across the way. I'm going to try to make my way over there. I'm a little nervous. Get over the top a little bit. I really need to get like some inflatable inserts for this kayak to make it unsinkable. I'm going to go behind him, not getting in his way. Alright, here comes some big ones. Maybe. Get lined up to these. Ride the wave. All right, thanks, Uncle Smiley. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you, as always. Everything's going well for you. Oh, making it closer to the beaver home. So I'm floating in the water up here. Oh, lily flower. Mr. Beaver visits us. I must have been out a lot further than I thought. Yeah. Lamb, lamb. I know that was a different one. Yeah, never mind. The water's really muddy back in here. With the beaver stirring it up. You can see that. 6 out of the water, good 12 feet. You get a beaver attack here. Little people in the emergency room. What happened? I got attacked by a beaver. Might do a few casts out here just to see. I think I caught a beaver house. I think what I caught. There we go. Yeah, caught the beaver house. I'm gonna get out of here. Get a drink. Get a little drinky poo. Oh man, that was good. It's amazing, these lilies here. The water here is about 15 feet deep. It's amazing how far they'll grow from underwater to reach the top. It's getting muggy, humid. Yeah. Yeah, I always wondered if I could catch a small enough pike. That might be fun to put in an aquarium at home, but nah. Now, one thing I wish you could keep in aquariums would be those Arctic grayling. They're really cool fish, but they get too big too. Those fins are pretty awesome though. Here, do a little casting before I troll back across the lake. I got something or what? Oh, I did get something. I got weed. Had something nibbling that time. Let's give her one more here. Before it sinks, hopefully. I'm going to go down along the shore a little further. Before I cross back over. You're bouncing off of waves. I got 3 people in that skidoo. Must be a big one. Those things are fun, but man, they guzzle gas. Ooh, that guy just caught a fish. Seems to be where all the fishers are fishing. Maybe I should stay in this area. Must be carrying some weeds with me. Nope. I think I may have caught something. Maybe it's weeds. I keep getting excited for nothing. Yeah, it was weeds. Darn it. Let's get turned around here. Ooh, just in time. I had some big waves sneaking up behind me. There's actually a burger joint on that end of that far end of the lake down there. At least there used to be. Pull your boat right up, get a burger. Arms are definitely getting a workout today. Already have blisters. Wah, wah, wah. This spot back here is a place I'd always go when I was a kid. Another beaver dam back here. If you had a small enough boat, you could sneak back into the bushes. Looks like they ripped all the bushes out though. Of course, that's weeds. Well, I wonder. I tried casting a spinner here a few times. Actually, before I do that, it's good to look at this beaver home. Oh, I might not be able to make it in there. That's a little too thick. Oh well. This thing doesn't always get bites, but it usually gets good attention. See how it works here. Some waves are coming here in a bit. It's raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Ooh, I better line up for these waves. Well, I am going to start my way back across the lake here. For some reason, my battery's almost dead. What am I gonna fish with on the way? Here we go. fun. Getting a little big. That's going to create some big waves, I'm sure. Yeah, I think this lake's just a little too big for me and my little dinghy. My little dinghy too small for this lake. Here they come. It's about 4 foot here. 4 foot swells. Got somebody over there with a 454 in their boat. Yeah, and you see those mountains way up ahead. Not the very highest ones, but the ones kind of in the middle. That's where Marshall Lake is. And these waves are coming from every direction now. I need to get out of the middle of this lake. Go sideways. I'm getting kind of a double. These ones are bigger, so I better go with them. That one is about 6 foot. Well, they don't look as big on the camera, but you can't see over the top of them. Fish jumped right in front of me. All these cabins here, you can rent them. This is the spot that I pulled up to, but all shores lined with cabins that you can rent. Arms are getting tired. Looks like I got some big ones coming up behind me. We'll see. Need to go widen. Oh, there sounds like a 454 also. Back to where we started. Well, at least it wasn't completely uneventful trip today. There we go. Oh, sorry, everybody. Or everybody that's left, at least. I'm going to back into shore here so everyone kind of get a view on the way out. Try to zoom in on some of these mountains here a bit. So that's one way. It's the Bob Marshall's up there. Bob Marshall Wilderness. On a wild and rugged wilderness. And the size of those mountains, it's hard to imagine. They don't look that big from here, but they are monsters. Grizzly country. All right, well, I'm going to keep it going till I get into shore here. I will be wrapping it up here in a moment. I will go ahead. I guess I should probably unzoom. There we go. Thank everybody who was here. I really do appreciate you. Try to get a few more lives in before the summer's over. Don't know what lake we'll do next. Really want to do a lake called Como Lake. Como with a C. C-O-M-O. Not with an H. Yeah, it's been Benjamin with Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants. First time well, actually my very first time kayaking was Seeley Lake when I was a child, back on that river we started in. But first time as an adult kayaking on Seeley Lake. Caught a pike, had some bites, had some fun. Thank you everybody for coming along. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Thanks, Sonny. I didn't see Smiley. What kind of pines are those? These are mostly fir here around the lake. And then lodgepole pine and a bunch of tamarack or larch. And some of those, I'm actually going to be posting some pictures as I leave here. There's a stand of old growth larch, which is kind of like our version of redwoods. But it's really big trees. I'll try to remember to get some pictures on the way out of here. And I'll hopefully post them this evening. But again, I do want to let everybody on here know, can't express how much I appreciate you taking time out of your day to tune in. So thanks again, and let's see if I can capsize right here at the end. No, it's not that bad. All right, signing out.